Hi, Robin here with one of my recent lessons. I think this is a good lesson for anybody who's struggling with pull shots, slice shots. Maybe you find you're coming into the ball on too steep an angle or taking big divots. You'll be losing distance. About the only shot that will go pin high is the one that pulls to the left. If you happen to get the ball cutting back towards the target, it finishes short or short right of the green. Also, because you're too steep, taking big divots, you'll be finding it hard to strike the ball solid, taking the ball clean off the surface. Now, this is a good player, but these are the faults this player was struggling with. Hasn't been playing so well recently. You'll see here clearly the coming into the ball, the club's too far outside. He's coming down, too much down on the golf ball and across the golf ball. He squares the club face to that. He hits a pull. He keeps the club face open, which generally we do. You can see a chicken wing holding the club face open. He cuts the ball back towards the target, but it's really not a very solid shot. Now, we had one concept. This is hopefully this is something that can help you. We had one concept. One thing I explained to him is that if we look at his move away, the club gets on a very flat plane quite quickly. The angle of the club shaft is outside the ball. And then if we look at the same position coming down, he's now steepening the club. The club's on a steeper plane. And for me, this is not the most efficient way to swing a golf club. If you look at most of the more elite players, best players, they'll be swinging in opposite fashion. They'll be slightly steeper on the backswing to slightly shallower on the downswing. Some are extreme. Some you can see this clearly with a rerouting of the club. Some are a lot milder. You can hardly see it, but most go slightly steeper to shallower, steep to shallow. It's a more efficient way to swing a golf club. Let me explain that. So because he gets the club in a flat plane, very much highlighted by the club being pointing way left of his target at the top of the backswing, he'll now dominate the downswing with his upper body. His upper body, we've had him in 3D analysis, his upper body will move first. His upper body will dominate the downswing, very aggressive with his right shoulder to try to get the club back in front of him. But as he's doing this, you can really see the upper body working hard here. Upper body first, that's what gets the club coming outside, the club shaft steepening, and that down and across movement through impact. Someone who gets the club on a slightly steeper plane on the way back, normally this will encourage the lower body to work first, to shallow the plane. It's a more efficient way to swing. It's a more efficient way to create your speed. Let me show you this. So we worked on basically the opposite of what he's been doing. I wanted him to get a steeper plane going back. I asked him to get the feeling of pointing his left elbow towards the ground so his left arm doesn't rotate so much. Elbow pointing out. This is extreme on the right. This is just a practice swing so we can get the concept. We repeated this from say 5 minutes just to get the feeling of getting the club shaft steeper. We then took that into practice swings. Same feeling. Elbow pointing down, club shaft. Feel like it's pointing inside the ball, not outside the ball. And you'll see here very clearly. From here, now naturally he started to shallow the club coming down. So now, hello, this is just a practice swing to start off with. His club's on a flatter plane on the downswing than what it was in the backswing. Instantly his body started to move differently. His transition was different. You'll see from the front, his lower body started to engage earlier rather than his upper body dominating the downswing. The downswing. But the only thing I had to tell this player to do once he got a steeper backswing was take some time in his transition. Give it time, allow time in the transition for the club to change direction. So within 30 minutes, you'll see here, obviously his shot swing won't be quite as good as his practice swing, but moving in that direction, club was outside the ball. Club's now not quite as outside the ball, almost on the ball. This is the same feeling it has in the practice swing. Upper body was dominating, steepening the club shaft. Now, yes, the club's still a little bit left, but moving in the right direction. Now the club is starting to shallow, and we're now hitting the same plane as what we were in the backswing in the downswing. So instantly hit the ball cleaner, more solid. The ball is starting on line and it's holding its line. And I expect over a few weeks practice that improves further, that keeps on improving. So if you're somebody struggling with pulls, slices, steep impacts, I would ask you to check your backswing. Try to get the concept of having a slightly steeper backswing and shallower downswing. It's a more efficient way to swing the club. You don't need to do it severely. You might not even be able to see this in your swing without slowing it down. But as I say, steep to shallow is a more efficient way to swing the golf club, and certainly if you're someone who's struggling with these shots. So good drill to try, just to give you the feeling of steepening it out. Do lots of practice swings as we did with this player. We actually hardly hit any balls. Getting the feeling. Take some time in your transition for your lower body to move first, the club to change direction. But I'd be pretty confident in saying that if these are your faults, this is a lesson that will help you.